And the biggest thing here, guys, is the walls here are so thin. Super thin. Super duper thin. Hi guys, Nadia here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, girl, welcome. Come on in. So guys, I'm not gonna come on here and say it's been a while. I know it's been a while, but I'm here now. And guys, my life is just so much more busy than it was before. In my very last video, I talked about, at the end of my last video from like 2 months ago, I know I said that at the end of the video I was going to talk more about school, because I did decide to go back to school to finish up my bachelor's and go for my master's and beyond if it's possible. Of course it's possible. I just didn't want to talk about it at the time. I feel like I'm progressing in school. I'm getting amazing grades. Grades mean a lot to me, guys. So yeah, if you want to know more about my life update from last video from 2 months ago, then please keep on watching. All right, guys, so life update. So let's start off with school. Since October 2021, I decided to go back to school to finish up my bachelor's. I've always had my associates since I was like 21 years old, yeah. And after that, I kept going back to school to get my bachelor's, and I would start, stop, and I never finished. So last year, September, and guys, you know what? This is what pushed me to go back to school. Last year, I passed both exams for my aesthetics license. And I passed the practical, and the written, I got a score of 93%. And I was like, my God. Guys, I'm big on numbers. I'm big on grades. I've always been like that. I've always been big on getting great grades. I know nobody cares when you're ready to go find a job what grade you got, but for me, it matters. So when I told my sister my results for my state board exams, she was like, girl, you are smart. You can be anything you want to be in this life. You are super smart. You can become a doctor if you wanted to. And I'm like, not that I ever thought that I couldn't be a doctor, but you know, to hear your big sis say that to you, like, girl, you're super smart. You could become a doctor if you want. Guys, in that moment, I was just like, you know what, Nadia? Maybe you should become a doctor. Not a medical doctor, but maybe you should go back to school, finish your bachelor's, go get your master's, and go get your PhD, and one day you'll be Dr. Nadia Laws. Because guys, since high school here, and for those of you who are new to the channel, I'm originally from Jamaica. And I came here when I was 13 years old. So I practically went to high school here and I went to college here. But I went to a community college and I got my associates, and by right after, I was supposed to go back and just get my bachelor's and finish up, and I never did. Even though I was a really smart cookie in high school, made honor roll all the time, just made mama proud. I just kept going back and I never finished. And so I was like, you know what? I went to school in 2019. I became a licensed esthetician. I passed my state boards. Why not go back to school and just finish up my degrees? So yeah, so I'm currently in school for bachelor's in psychology, and yes, I go to school online. I go to a very good school online, and guys, let me tell you, I don't know who said going to school online, don't, mind you, I've gone to school online before. Going to school online is not easy. And yes, my school is very much accredited, because I know people are like, as long as you're going to school online, make sure the school is accredited. So my school is very much accredited, very expensive, but I'm like, you know what, Nadia, just do it and get it over with. So I did my research, and mind you guys, prior to going back to school to finish up my degree in psychology, I was like, I really love food and nutrition. So I really wanted to get like my master's in dietetics. But you have to be able, from the research that I did, you have to be able, because it's so science-based, you have to be able to go to school in person. So I'm just like, oh my God, that's not gonna happen right now. I have a 9 to 5. And yes, even though I do work from home, like, can I go to night school? I don't know. So I was just like, you know what? I looked into their psychology program. I like what I read. And I was just like, you know what? I can do this. Plus, I've always been curious about psychology and the mind and how people's mind work. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna enroll and I'm gonna finish up my degree, my bachelor's in psychology. Now they have a program there, because I've always had my associate's degree. They have a program called the bachelor's to master's, like, psychology program. So that's what I got into. So I'm like, this is perfect. Right after I'm done with my bachelor's, guys, I'm gonna jump straight into my master's for psychology. I think it was like almost 2 weeks ago, my counselor called me, or my coach, my educational coach called me, and she's like, the time is coming for you to decide like what type of, psychologist, like for the master's program, what type do you want to become? So I had 3 different levels of psychology to study from, and she was like, you have a month, so you can think about it and let me know. So I started school last year, October, and I started off with 1 class. They recommend that you always start off with 1 class, which is part-time, and then full-time would be 2 classes. And guys, I'm glad I started off with 1 class, because mind you, class started October 11th, and how they have it set up, their curriculum, it's a course lasts 10 weeks. And guys, those 10 weeks are no joke, because it's like assignment back to back to back to back, and you have to participate, and participation is like 20% of your grade. So, and you have quizzes. So it's a lot. It's intense, but it's working. It's not easy peasy. Like my first class in October was easy peasy, and I'm like, oh my God, if all my classes are this easy, I should have no problem like getting this degree. But what I'm realizing is as I pass each class and move on to the next course, the courses are getting more intense. But hey, nothing comes easy, right? So yeah, my first class back in October, I'm glad I listened to them and stuck with 1 course, because I was moving in that time period, from like October to moving to this new apartment November 1st. So yeah, I'm so glad that I stuck with 1 class, because I really wanted to do 2, because I want to hurry up and be done with this degree and move on to the next one. So I wanted to take two, but I'm glad I took one, guys, because moving and moving alone and packing up everything on your own, it is not easy. Okay, so I'm glad I took that one class. I still got my assignments done on time, which is like very important. So I got all my assignments done on time, and it was perfect taking that one class. And then we paused for 3 weeks. So every time you finish a course, after 10 weeks, you pause, and then you pause for 3 weeks. You get a break for 3 weeks, and then you start again. So from January 8th to, I want to say, so 10 weeks, I took 2 more classes. So guys, now I'm taking 2 more classes, so I'll be full-time until I'm done. And I think at the end, I have 3 master courses to take, because it is a bachelor to master program. So yeah, I have 3 master classes that I need to take, which is a part of the bachelor's program, but they're gonna go towards my master's in psychology, which means my courses are going to be less, that minus 3 courses for my master's. So we're on to a good path, guys. In the beginning, I didn't want to say anything because, you know, sometimes you really have to think about your success and your goals, and sometimes it's just good to keep them to yourself and, you know, not say anything until, like, you know, like, this is what you're gonna do and you're gonna stick to it. Because I quit so many times before. Like I said, I started my bachelor's, stop, and I was just like, I don't know, I think doing that aesthetic course, it really like pushed me to like, or motivated me to love school again, you know? So I'm like, I'm a bookhead, I'm a bookworm. I've always been a bookhead, always been a smart kid in school. So I'm like, and I just love school. I love education, guys. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do it now. I'm in my mid-30s. If I'm going for the PhD, hopefully by my mid-40s, I'll be done. So that's my plan. All right, next update is I'm dating again. Yes, I'm dating again, and that too I kept quiet about until like this year, you know, when we really decided, okay, you know, we want to be in a relationship. So I am dating someone, and he's very special to me. No, I'm not gonna show pictures. I'm not gonna show off his face on social media, because I just feel like sometimes that's how relationship, they just go bad. Not all, but I'm just saying sometimes from my experience, guys, or experiences, I've now learned to keep my love life very private. Yes, I'm expressing it to you guys now, but I've learned to just stay calm and be quiet, see how things go. So I'm not gonna show, I don't think let me never say never, but for right now, I won't show him on my channel. Plus, I live in America and he lives in Europe. So if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, it's at I am Nadia Laws. So my first name, last name. So I am Nadia Laws. That's my Instagram and my Instagram handle. So if you want to go check me out there, that's like, I think that's the only place anybody has ever seen him. And I don't really show us off like that, but that's the only place I show him off, or us off. But I went to Germany because that's where he lives. So he's African, I'm Jamaican. He lives in Europe, I live in America. So very interesting relationship, guys, but we're solid. We're solid. I feel very good about us and where we're going and our plans, which, you know, that's just, we just have to work on ourselves. He's always telling me, like, Nadia, let's just keep working on ourselves. So yeah, we're just gonna keep working on ourselves. We talk every day. It was nice going to Europe. Guys, I love to travel, so Going to Europe was just super nice. Super nice. The weather was awful because even though it's springtime, guys, the weather in Germany was just like here. So yeah, weather was awful, but the people there, he's Ghanaian, so his family or his second family, and everybody else who I met were just super nice. They love us. They want us to get married like tomorrow. You know, African people, they want you to like get married. They're like marriage, 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 family, 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 and I like that. So yeah, I'm dating. I have a boyfriend. So nice to say that, and we're solid, and we have a very nice, healthy relationship, and I love that. So what's next? Guys, this place moving here, I won't talk too much about it until I move, and my lease will be up October 31st. It was a big mistake moving here. Am I thankful that I left my old place? If you guys saw my last video back in February, why I moved, I think anybody would have wanted to move from there. So I'm glad I moved, because I don't know, guys, I feel like since I moved, my skin is just doing so much better. I don't know what it is that was in that apartment that was like maybe doing something to my skin, but guys, now I can just be happy and eat whatever I want. Not that it's good to just eat whatever you want, because a lot of things are not healthy to eat, but I can just, since I've moved here, guys, even though I'm not happy with my neighbors, that's my biggest issue here. I am not happy with my neighbors, and when I move from here, I will talk more about that. But I don't have a problem with the aesthetics of the place anymore, because it is a nice place to live. It's considered a luxury apartment complex, but I feel like inside our apartment, it's not luxury like the entrance or the concierge area, in my opinion. But I'm already here, and I feel like my lease is up. Guys, this is the first time in my life where I move somewhere and in no time I want to move. Like my last apartment, I was there for 6 years. 6 years. And after 6 years, I was like, okay, this place is getting dingy. You guys heard my story if you watched my last video. You know, so I was there for 6 years. I'm not the type of person that like to hop from apartment to apartment to apartment. Like keep moving all the time. But guys, you know what I wished? I wish I had stuck it out at my old apartment complex for another year, and just after that, just move to like Florida or Atlanta, which I still want to do. I wish, and my sister was like, you know, girl, just stay there. But because it was so much going on there, I just wanted to move, guys. But looking back now, I'm paying so much more for rent here, and I thought I would get peace here. I'd be, you know, in like semi-luxury, because to me, this is not luxury. It's like, you know, to me, it's nicer than where I lived before, but you know, for the money I'm paying here, I don't think it's like ooh la la luxury. But you know, for the money I'm paying here, and because of some of my neighbors, and the biggest thing here, guys, is the walls here are so thin. Super thin. Super duper thin. So it's not a bed of roses being here. If I had different kind of neighbors, yes, I would probably stay here another 2-3 years, and then when I move, I just finally just go into my own home, you know. But you know what, guys, I'm in school right now, and I just really wanted to stay here and just at least get my bachelor's, and then after I get my bachelor's, I can just move. But I probably won't get my bachelor's till like end of next year, 2023, you know? So it's like to just move here last year, November, and then to think about moving like 1 year later, it's not sitting well with me, but I need peace. I get peace on most days because I complain about this particular person who is not even an adult. He's a child, but his parents are in charge of him. And it's like, you know, I'm just gonna have to pack up and leave because I've complained so much already. I don't want to complain anymore. I literally do not want to complain anymore. Guys, I'm done complaining. I just want to move somewhere and be happy and have peace. And I really am at this point where I'm like, girl, you're either going to get it together, get your finances together, and just do the big move to Florida or Atlanta and just be over with it, you know? Because I feel like the longer I stay here, with all this money I'm paying, I could get like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath in Georgia for the money I'm paying here. Like, for real, you know? So it's either, guys, I'm gonna stick it out for the next 6 months, and when my lease is up, I just leave and pack up and go to the South, or I'm just gonna stick it out here for 1 more year, which is, I really don't want to do that, you know, because I know the situation, as long as those people are here, it's not gonna change. I have to make that change. So yeah, guys, those are my updates. Thank you for watching this video to the end. If you are new here, welcome to the channel. This is my channel, Nadia's World. On here, I talk about food, beauty, and wellness. I don't post as often as I should because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in the headspace where I'm always in a good mood to always want to post a video. And two, I'm busy. I'm busy with work and school because I do go to school. I do go to school full time. So, and school right now, guys, is priority. But I tell myself, like, Nadia, you work from home, you work online, you go to school online, and you have I don't mess around with work and I don't mess around with school. So try to take YouTube more seriously because, guys, I like coming on here. You know, I really do like coming on here. So yeah, I'm not gonna promise you guys consistency because I know I'm a very inconsistent YouTuber, but sometimes I think to myself, like, Nadia, if you could post like 1 video every week, you could go very far, you know, with this whole YouTube thing and make an additional income if you really took it seriously. So guys, I'm not gonna promise a video once a week, but I'm gonna try my best to start being more active on here while still managing my 9 to 5 and going to school full time. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little life update of mine. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with your friends and your family. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.